For all firefighters, it's a good day when you can just say you came home safe and sound to your family. But it is a great day when you can say you saved a life. And for this year's Crew of the Year, they made all the right moves in a matter of minutes to make a difference for one family forever.
The last thing I remember was going to sleep.
Palm Beach County Fire Rescue Engine 48 was on their way back from a huge tire shop fire when they were rerouted to Sedgwood Drive. They arrived to find smoke, chaos, and a man in the street.
I was screaming and yelling, saying she was up in there. Oh, she's in that window, she's in that window.
In that window was this woman, Laura Brummett, alive and well today, but unconscious and unaware the day of the fire.
I didn't know what was going on there the whole time. I didn't know there was a fire.
Captain Lesser and his crew threw a ladder up to the second-story window of the burning home, a split-second decision that would end up saving a life.
To throw a ladder to the outside and go above the fire, with the fire burning and no fire attack procedures starting, and to take you out a window is the most, it's the most difficult and the most hazardous style of rescue.
It was intense. You know, we couldn't see a hand in front of our face.
I scanned with our thermal imaging camera to see if I could see anything, and basically there was so much smoke coming out that once I extended my hand out, I couldn't even see the camera anymore.
You go into a house fire, structure fire, you can't see the hand in front of your face.
But they knew she was in there, somewhere in the darkness. Then Captain Lesser found her right off the side of the bed.
Here, a victim on the second floor. Rescue 46, get up the ladder, give us a hand.
The adrenaline kicks up even more. And not only just that we're in an environment you can't see, now you've got somebody who's there, and once we sat her up, we could tell she was still breathing, but barely. And then it was just, let's go.
But the handoff out the window to Rescue 46 was anything but easy.
He kept yelling at me, this is her hand, can you see it? I'm like, I don't see anything.
And down the ladder, the battle was only half over. The rescue crews on the ground had to revive her on the way to the hospital.
You know, she looked horrible. She was barely breathing, covered in soot, foaming at the mouth.
The condition that we saw her in at the time, we didn't have, good feelings about how this was going to come out. And to see that she's normal and back to work and, has a happy family is just excellent.
Laura was in a medically induced coma for days. She went through the hyperbaric chamber at St. Mary's Medical Center.
Because I thought my mom was going to die. And then I saw her later and she had a big bruise right here and then all over, and she was burning a little bit on her wrist. And then I was kind of freaked out.
But not only did she pull through, she's doing just fine on this day as she goes back to the fire station to meet the men who saved her life.
Where that little roof was, where they brought you out, they found something. And they realized that it was probably yours, and they asked that I return it to you. So it's a bracelet with a cross on it. So you can't tell me that right there is not just a sign.
I would just like to thank you all.
Coincidentally, this crew had just trained on the very same scenario.
Training pays off. I mean, we had the shift before, we were working with ladders, exact same thing.
Well, for us, training is everything. There's not an emergency that occurs in this community that the citizens don't expect us to come and make it better.
I feel very happy that I'm with my family, with my baby here.
It's a sense of joy when you see a young mother who survived, who is with her daughter, and you know that a family is whole because of the actions of our folks. Makes you very, very proud.
You're such a second.
And that's why you train. You train for her. You train for that call.
In addition, 4 rabbits were also saved and treated with pet oxygen masks. And PETA presented Palm Beach County Fire Rescue with the Compassionate Fire Department Award. Congratulations to all.